You might not believe this, but some of the most powerful tools to support your vision as you age aren't found in a pill bottle or a surgeon's office. They're sitting quietly in your kitchen. That's right. Simple, everyday foods, the kind you might already have in your pantry or fridge, can actually help protect and even repair your aging eyes, naturally and while you sleep. Not with expensive treatments, not with high-tech gadgets, but with the right bedtime snacks. I know that sounds too simple to be true, but after years of caring for older adults, I've heard the same story over and over again from patients in their 60s, 70s, even 80s. They'll look me in the eye and say, "Doctor, it's like I'm waking up with fog on my vision. Everything's blurry. I can't even see the clock beside my bed anymore." Or, "I used to love watching TV at night. Now I can't make out the faces on the screen." Some even admit they've stopped driving after dark altogether. Others avoid reading the small print on medicine bottles. And more than a few have told me they feel scared stepping outside after sunset, simply because the world no longer looks familiar or safe. That's not just frustrating. It's deeply unsettling. Because when your vision starts fading in, the evening, when you lose contrast, clarity, and the ability to adjust to darkness, it's not just your eyes that are aging. It's your sense of freedom. It's your confidence. It's your independence. But here's the part most people don't know, and this is key. That cloudy night vision didn't happen overnight. It's not just part of normal aging. It's the result of slow, quiet damage, inflammation, oxidative stress, and a lack of the specific nutrients your eyes rely on to heal during sleep. And sadly, most seniors are unknowingly missing the very window of time their eyes need the most support, nighttime. Now here's where things start to make more sense. Most people assume that fading vision, especially at night, is just something that comes with age. They blame the blur, the glare, and the low-light struggle on getting older. And yes, it's true that our eyes naturally change with time. But what's not true is that this decline is inevitable or untreatable. Because what many people don't realize, and what even some doctors don't explain clearly, is that poor night vision, dry or foggy eyes, and that gritty, unrest feeling when you wake up often aren't caused by aging alone. They're caused by damage. Quiet, invisible damage happening behind the scenes. Specifically, inflammation in the delicate tissues of the eye, oxidative stress building up in the retina, and a chronic lack of the nutrients your visual system needs most, especially during the one time your eyes are trying to heal while you sleep. You see, your eyes are some of the hardest working organs in your entire body. From the moment you open them in the morning, they're constantly exposed to light, movement, screens, and strain. And just like your muscles or your joints, they rely on rest to recover, particularly during deep sleep. But here's the problem. If your body isn't getting the right materials, the right vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and amino acids, that overnight repair cycle gets disrupted. Instead of clearing out waste and repairing tissue, your eyes stay inflamed. The optic nerve doesn't recharge fully. The retina doesn't clean itself properly. And you wake up feeling like your eyes never rested at all. Over time, this leads to exactly what my patients describe: struggling to recognize faces on the television, seeing halos or glare while driving, avoiding reading menus or instructions, losing confidence in the dark. And what starts as a small inconvenience becomes a much bigger issue, robbing you of your comfort, your independence, and your quality of life. But here's the encouraging part, and this is where things get exciting. Because just as poor, nighttime vision builds up slowly from years of missed nutrients. It can also start to improve, steadily, gently, when you give your body the right support. And that support doesn't need to come from complicated routines or expensive supplements. In fact, it can come from something as small as what you eat before bed. That's exactly what today's video is about. The 4 snacks I'm about to show you are simple. They're affordable. And best of all, they work in harmony with your body's natural healing rhythm. And if you're new here, welcome. This is Trusted Senior Health, and we're so glad you found us. Our mission is simple: to help older adults stay strong, sharp, and independent through natural, science-backed solutions. Every day we Share practical health advice designed specifically for people over 60, covering everything from nutrition and joint support to sleep, balance, memory, and more. Because we believe aging doesn't mean slowing down. It means being smarter about how we take care of ourselves, with small, consistent choices that add up to real results. So if you find these kinds of tips helpful, if you're someone who wants to feel more confident in your body, protect your health without relying on pills, and live each day with energy and clarity, we invite you to subscribe and be part of our growing community. And now that you know who we are and what we stand for, let's dive into the part you came for: the 4 bedtime snacks that could quietly help your eyes repair themselves while you sleep. Let's start with the first one, and it might surprise you. Snack number 1, plain Greek yogurt. Let's begin with something that might seem too ordinary to make a difference. But don't let that fool you. A simple bowl of plain Greek yogurt before bed can be one of the most powerful ways to support aging eyes. Now, you might be thinking, yogurt? For my vision. But hear me out, because the science behind this is fascinating and often overlooked. Your eyes and your gut are more connected than most people realize. In fact, researchers have now identified something called the gut-retina axis. It's the idea that the health of your gut, especially the good bacteria living there, has a direct influence on the health of your eyes. And that connection becomes even more important as we age. Greek yogurt is packed with probiotics, those friendly, beneficial bacteria that help calm inflammation throughout the body, including the delicate blood vessels that support your retina and optic nerve. This is especially critical at night, when your body enters its natural repair phase. In addition to probiotics, Greek yogurt provides a rich source of vitamin A, zinc, and calcium, all of which are essential for maintaining a healthy cornea and retina. These nutrients help with visual clarity, moisture retention, and even light sensitivity, issues many older adults struggle with. But here's where it gets even better. Greek yogurt is easy to digest, especially before bed. Unlike heavy or sugary foods that can spike your blood sugar and disturb your rest, plain yogurt provides calm, steady nutrition that helps your body do what it's designed to do: heal. I remember a patient of mine, Eleanor, 72 years old, who came to me complaining about waking up with dry, scratchy, cloudy eyes. She had tried everything: drops, gels, humidifiers, but nothing seemed to help. Once we added half a cup of plain Greek yogurt to her nighttime routine, things began to shift. Within 3 weeks, she told me, for the first time in years, I woke up and could actually see clearly. It wasn't a miracle cure, but it gave her mornings back. And that's the kind of result we're aiming for. Just be sure to use plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Avoid the flavored varieties, which often contain hidden sugars that can counteract the benefits. If you like, you can even sprinkle in a little cinnamon or, as we'll discuss soon, a few sunflower seeds on top for added vision support. It's easy, it's inexpensive, and it just might be the missing link your eyes have been waiting for. Now, let's move on to something even more familiar, a fruit you've likely eaten your whole life, but may never have realized how deeply it supports your eyes while you sleep. Snack number 2, banana. That's right, the humble banana. Bananas are often seen as a quick snack or something to help with digestion, but for older adults, especially those struggling with vision changes at night, bananas can quietly work behind the scenes in powerful ways. First, bananas are an excellent source of potassium, a key mineral that plays a major role in regulating fluid balance, not just throughout your body, but also inside your eyes. This matters because as we get older, the pressure within our eyes can begin to rise, a condition known as intraocular pressure, which contributes to vision issues like glaucoma, puffiness, and even retinal damage over time. Potassium helps manage this pressure and supports healthy circulation in the delicate vessels around your eyes. That means less swelling, less fogginess, and better detoxification while you sleep. But bananas don't stop there. They're also rich in vitamin B6 and a natural compound called tryptophan, which your body converts into serotonin and then into melatonin, your primary sleep hormone. This is incredibly important because quality sleep is when your eyes begin their deep repair cycle, clearing out oxidative waste, recharging the optic nerve, and healing microscopic damage in the retina. I once worked with a gentleman named Walter, 69 years old, and told me he'd stopped reading in bed at night because his eyes just felt tired no matter how much rest he got. We made one small change, replacing his usual evening snack with half a banana about 30 minutes before bed. Just a few weeks later, he smiled and said, "Doc, I don't wake up with foggy eyes anymore." That's the kind of gentle, consistent support your body responds to. The key is moderation. You don't need a full banana, just half of one, ripe but not overly soft. That's enough to give your eyes the nutrients they need without giving your body too much sugar late at night. And yes, pairing it with Greek yogurt makes for an even better combination. Now, if you have a sweet tooth and usually reach for cookies or chocolate before bed, this next snack is going to be a game changer. And it's been protecting eyes for over 6,000 years. Snack number 3, dates. Let's talk about dates. One of the oldest cultivated fruits in human history. Dates were treasured in ancient Egypt, carried by travelers and warriors for strength and nourishment. And today, modern science is showing us why they've remained so valuable, especially for eye health. Here's why dates are so special. They're rich in polyphenol, plant-based compounds that reduce inflammation and protect your cells from oxidative damage. That's incredibly helpful for tissues like the retina, which are constantly exposed to light and stress throughout the day. They also contain a generous amount of vitamin A, which supports the cornea and enhances your ability to see in low light, an ability that often declines with age and can make nighttime feel disorienting or even dangerous. But their most unique quality? Dates are packed with carotenoids, especially lutein and zeaxanthin. These two pigments are stored in the macula, the part of your retina responsible for sharp central vision. They act like natural sunglasses, filtering out harmful blue light and reducing strain. As we age, our levels of these carotenoids drop, which contributes to cloudy vision, glare sensitivity, and even macular degeneration. But just 1 or 2 soft medjool dates in the evening can help replenish these levels. Now, let's address the obvious. Dates are sweet. But unlike processed sugar, their natural sweetness is paired with fiber, antioxidants, and minerals, which slow down absorption and help stabilize blood sugar. I often suggest them to patients who want a healthier dessert. One of them, Linda, 75 years old, was a retired florist who had given up night driving because of headlight glare. We kept it simple, 1 or 2 dates after dinner, along with some adjustments to her hydration and sleep habits. A few weeks later, she told me, "I drove home from my daughter's house after dark and felt safe again." That's the kind of quiet progress that changes lives. Just remember, moderation is key. Stick with 1 or 2 dates, preferably medjool. And for a real powerhouse combination, pair them with the next food on our list, a tiny seed that delivers enormous benefits. For your eyes. Snack number 4, sunflower seeds. Now we come to something small but mighty, sunflower seeds. These little seeds might seem like just a crunchy topping or a TV snack, but they're actually one of the most potent natural sources of vitamin E, which is critical for aging eyes. Your retina, the part of your eye responsible for capturing light, is constantly under stress. It's working all day long, processing light and color in motion, and it needs a steady stream of oxygen. This creates a perfect storm for oxidative damage, especially as we get older. That's where vitamin E comes in. It acts as a powerful antioxidant, neutralizing the free radicals that break down eye tissue. This helps slow the progression of age-related issues like blurry vision, dry eyes, and macular degeneration. But sunflower seeds offer even more. They also contain selenium, another antioxidant booster, plus zinc, which helps transport vitamin A to your eyes, and healthy fats that improve nutrient absorption. Put simply, it's like sending your eyes a care package every night before they start their night shift. I often recommend just a spoonful of unsalted, dry-roasted sunflower seeds as a light topping over Greek yogurt or on their own. One of my patients, Frank, 74 years old, said he used to reach for eye drops every single morning. After a few weeks of adding sunflower seeds to his evening snack, He told me he started forgetting where he even kept them. That's the kind of gentle improvement that speaks volumes. Just be mindful of the kind you choose. Avoid seeds that are salted, flavored, or oil-coated. You want them raw or dry roasted, pure and simple. And when you combine these four foods, Greek yogurt, banana, dates, and sunflower seeds, you get a bedtime routine that doesn't just satisfy your taste buds. It gives your eyes the tools they need to repair, recover, and reset every single night. So now that we've gone through all four of these incredible foods, Greek yogurt, banana, dates, and sunflower seeds, you might be wondering, okay, I understand how each one helps, but how do I actually use them? What's the simplest way to turn this into something I can do every night without overthinking it? That's exactly what this next part is for. Because here's the truth. When it comes to supporting your vision naturally, especially as you age, it's not about chasing perfect habits or doing everything flawlessly. It's about consistency. It's about creating small, repeatable moments of care that become part of your rhythm. And that's why I often recommend what I call the trusted nighttime vision ritual, a simple, 3-minute evening routine that you can prepare with ease, enjoy with comfort, and feel good about as you settle in for rest. Let me walk you through. It's step by step. Step 1. The base, plain Greek yogurt. Start with half a cup of plain Greek yogurt in a small bowl. Make sure it's unsweetened and unflavored. You want the real thing, not the sugary kind that can cause blood sugar spikes. This gives you a clean source of vitamin A for the cornea, calcium to support the nerves around the eyes, and most importantly, those probiotics that calm inflammation through the gut-retina axis, quietly supporting healing while you sleep. Step 2. Add half a banana. Next, slice up half a ripe banana, not too green, not too mushy, and gently layer it over the yogurt. This adds potassium to balance intraocular fluid pressure, vitamin B6, and tryptophan, which help your brain produce melatonin, the hormone your body needs to fall into deeper, more restorative sleep. A soft, natural sweetness that pairs beautifully with the yogurt. Remember, when your sleep is deeper, your eyes can do more of the cellular repair work they were designed to do, cleaning out waste, recharging the optic nerve, and restoring clarity. Step 3. Add 1 or 2 dates. Now, take 1 or 2 medjool dates, pit them, and gently slice them into small pieces. Sprinkle them on top of the yogurt and banana. These dates bring lutein and zeaxanthin, powerful carotenoids that your eyes store in the macula to filter harmful light and reduce glare, a natural form of vitamin A to strengthen night vision, and a soothing, dessert-like taste that satisfies. The sweet tooth without processed sugar, and because dates are paired with fiber and antioxidants, they don't spike your blood sugar the way candies or cookies would. That means your body stays calm and balanced, exactly what you want before sleep. Step 4. Finish with a spoonful of sunflower seeds. Finally, take a small spoonful, about a tablespoon, of unsalted sunflower seeds and sprinkle them on top as a crunchy finish. These seeds are like the final piece of the puzzle. They provide a burst of vitamin E, which protects the retina from oxidative stress, a dose of selenium to enhance your body's antioxidant defenses, and healthy fats, which help you absorb all those fat-soluble nutrients, like vitamin A and carotenoids, more effectively. Think of this step as sealing in the nutrition. You're giving your body the tools to actually use what you've just eaten. Now, all of this comes together in just a few quiet minutes. No cooking, no complicated prep, just a bowl, a spoon, and 4 ingredients you probably already have on hand. And the best part? You don't have to eat it right before you go to sleep. Some people enjoy this as a light dessert after dinner. Others prefer it about 30 to 60 minutes before bed as part of their wind-down routine. There's no rigid rule, just a consistent rhythm. Because over time, this simple ritual becomes more than just food. It becomes a signal to your body, a message that says, it's time to rest, it's time to heal, it's time to take care of your eyes. Now, I want to be clear about something important. This isn't a magic fix. You won't wake up tomorrow with perfect vision or crystal clear clarity. But when you repeat this small act of nourishment every evening, for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, something remarkable tends to happen. You start noticing less fog in the morning, less dryness and irritation, less glare when driving. At night, more confidence reading small print, checking your phone, or recognizing faces in dim light. And all of that starts with just a few quiet spoonfuls before bed. So if you've been feeling frustrated with your vision, if you felt like your eyes are aging faster than the rest of you, this is one of the gentlest, most effective ways to push back, naturally, and without a single prescription. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with something important. If you're waking up with blurry eyes, if your vision at night feels uncertain, if you're avoiding reading, or driving or stepping outside after dark because things just don't look the way they used to, please know this. You are not stuck. You are not broken. And you are certainly not too late. Your eyes are still working for you, quietly, faithfully, even if it doesn't always feel like it. And with the right kind of support, especially during the hours your body is designed to heal, you can give them what they need to restore clarity, calm inflammation, and gently rebuild what time has worn down. Not through drastic measures, not with expensive treatments, but with simple, healing nourishment delivered with consistency, care, and intention. Greek yogurt, half a banana, a sweet date or two, a spoonful of sunflower seeds. That's not a miracle. That's not hype. That's biology working in your favor. I've seen this exact routine help countless patients in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, not because it's flashy, but because it's rooted in science, built on nature, and made to work with your body, not against it. And you deserve that. You deserve to see clearly. You deserve to wake up without fog. You deserve to recognize your loved ones' faces, read your prescription label, feel safe walking through a dimly lit hallway. And that starts with one small bowl, one quiet act of care, repeated not perfectly, but faithfully. If this video gave you something helpful today, a bit of clarity, a dose of encouragement, or just a new idea to try, I'd be honored if you'd tap that like button, share it with someone you love, and subscribe, so you never miss a weekly tip from us here at Trusted Senior Health. And if you're wondering what to watch next, don't stop here. Right now, there are other videos waiting for you on the screen, each one filled with natural, science-backed advice to help protect your legs, your joints, your memory, and more. Pick one, press play, and take the next small step in taking care of yourself. Because here at Trusted Senior Health, we're with you every week, every step, every stage of life. Sleep well tonight. We'll see you in the next video.